Hey, it's time to go inside the game. Wow. Is there a whole lot going on right now? And do we have the right guy to talk about with it? It's Steve Clarke. Steve, welcome to it. Let's jump right into it because, boy, were there some big games this weekend. Congratulations to Big Blue going on to the Final Four.
Michigan.
Yeah, thank you very much. Our prayers were answered on Lent for Michigan to be able to make it to the Final Four. We'll talk about Michigan in a moment, but I want to talk to you guys about possibly one of the most iconic moments in basketball history in the NCAAs.
Yeah.
Most people gave up on this game because Duke was beating UConn by as many as 19 points, but UConn whittled it away. And then Brilyn Mullins is being talked about this morning. He's a freshman. Nobody knows his name unless you are a real basketball junkie. He hits a shot from way deep. Okay, this is not, 23 feet from beyond the arc. This is an additional 15 feet behind it. The three-pointer goes with a 4/10 of a second left.
Wow.
And UConn ends up beating Duke to go to the Final Four. Now, the reason why we're going to bring up Brilyn Mullins' name is because, one, he made this shot as a freshman. Two, he was 0 for 4 beyond the arc before taking that shot.
Right.
And number three, the debate is on from every sports fan in America right now. Does this supersede Christian Laettner's iconic shot?
Yeah.
And there's a discussion about this because it's not just going up against Christian Laettner. There's Chris Jenkins winning a national championship, Villanova beating North Carolina in 2018 on a shot just behind the arc. This one was way behind it. I've seen longer shots. I've seen shots that meant more than just making it to the Final Four. But here's what makes this unique, everybody. This required a defensive effort right before the offensive effort. All these other shots had like a timeout to plan for it. Let's talk about it. Here's a setup. No, this isn't how it goes. Connecticut misses the front end of a free throw. They make the second. They're down by 2. You got to put in full court pressure and foul. They put on the full court pressure. They get a turnover at midcourt. And a couple of passes later, this guy, a freshman who hasn't hit diddly all game, takes the guts and makes it, okay? So it required a defensive effort with the steal as well as the long shot. I have to say, I know there's recency bias, and I'm probably suffering from it. But, man, right now in the moment, this may be the greatest shot.
Oh, I was screaming because here's the thing. I got to watch 2 games. I got to see the UConn-Duke game, and I got to see the Michigan-Tennessee game. Both great for different reasons. Michigan dominant almost from the beginning. Took them a minute to catch their breath, and they just blew them away. But Duke killing UConn. And UConn tried to give it away all the way to the end. And all Duke had to do was hold on to the ball. I mean, the ending of that thing was so ridiculous on so many levels. But to your point, Steve, him hitting that 3 was just such a gigantic turn of events. It couldn't help but get caught up in the moment.
Let's talk about Caden Boozer here for a second because, yes, he tried to throw it over the top. It got deflected and it led to the steal. Everybody like yourself is saying the same thing, Dave. But here's what I'm thinking. He's got 2 guys wide open.
Yeah.
If he could throw it over the top, the game is over. All right? However, they say you should have hung on to it and make your free throws and the game is over. What's more likely to happen, Dave?
Yeah,
that you're going to have it deflected over the top, have it come down, still have enough time to make a couple of passes and shoot one from 47 feet that goes in, or I get fouled, I miss 2 free throws, and there's still 4 or 5 seconds left.
Right. Yeah.
I think the most difficult to pull off is having the ball stolen. So in a way, Caden Boozer is going to get a lot of flack today as a freshman, and he's going to regret his decision for the rest of his life. But in the moment, with 2 guys wide open underneath the basket, man, if it was me, I'm probably weighing the odds in a split second. Just throw it over the top and it's over. he's going to have to live with that the rest of his life, but I don't blame him.
Well, he is a freshman.
Yeah, and so was the guy who made the 3 points.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know. And I just don't like UConn, so I'm not.
Oh, you
happy
don't
about
like
that at all.
UConn? Wow.
No, because I was a Notre Dame fan all those years, especially women's sports. Notre Dame and UConn gave them, and they beat them yesterday too. So I'm not happy.
So you've got UConn on both women's and men's back in the Final Four, right?
Yes.
Yes, and Michigan has a chance to join UConn tonight because the women's basketball team is playing the number 1 seed Texas Longhorns in Texas, by the way, not at Austin, but for an opportunity to be in the Final Four as well for the women. Michigan men, here's the thing that's been talked about on CBS this weekend. Yaxel, in a post-game interview against Alabama Friday night, is aiming to be the best Michigan team ever. CBS is quoting it like Yaxel said, "We are the best team." He didn't say that, but Yaxel said, quote, "We might be the best Michigan team ever. We're going to go for that." And of course, this is something I've brought up on my podcast coming up. Where do you rank this Michigan team? You got to cut down the national championship to be in consideration with the 1989 team. But if they can do that, Michigan basketball in 1989 didn't win the regular season Big Ten title. And this Michigan basketball team in the regular season was the first in 50 years to go undefeated on the road and go 19-1. So in my mind, if they could cut down the ultimate nets, they would be the best team of all time.
And
Certainly
love that
looking
game.
good.
Yeah, they're just fun. Looking forward to the Final Four and all the back and forth. We end up with a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3 for the Final Four. So top-ranked teams making it to the Final Four on the men's side. So should be fun.
And, of course,
the Michigan-Arizona battle is going to be amazing.
Ooh-hoo.
Both games have a 1.5-point spread attached to it, so we are expecting good games.
Yeah.
And hopefully I will be broadcasting to you next Monday from Indianapolis to talk about all the action.
Nice.
So.
On the road. There we go, baby.
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. And I see Michigan hockey is doing well too.
Yes, Michigan hockey making it to the Frozen Four with a 4-3 win over Minnesota Duluth.
Woo!
No team in the history of hockey has ever made the Frozen Four more than Michigan. They have 9 national titles, looking for number 10, but be looking for their first, I believe, in about 28 years. So this would be a big moment if Michigan hockey could win its next 2 games. Michigan State and Western Michigan, 2 number 1 seeds already out of this tournament.
And good to note, 2 Big Ten teams in the Final Four. So go Big Ten, go Big Blue.
That's right.
Pulling for a national championship.
Well, thanks for taking us inside the game, Steve Clarke. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.